What is going on, everybody? My name is Rich and this is Reviews with Rich. Today I'm going to talk to you about Spider-Man No Way Home. I saw it earlier today and let me tell you, it is one hell of a film. I absolutely love every minute of it. I'm going to do a spoiler-free review, so you don't have to worry about anything if you haven't seen it yet. You'll appreciate this, hopefully, and you'll see my enthusiasm for the film itself, and you're going to absolutely love it. If you love Spider-Man, you are going to love this picture. So, let's go. Spoiler-free today. In a couple of days will be a full spoiler-heavy video, which will be talking about everything, revelations, etc. So, let's go. Spider-Man No Way Home. I saw it earlier today, and let me tell you, it's just one hell of a picture. I was smiling from ear to ear. It's incredibly emotional, exciting, and really pushes the Spider-Man, especially Tom Holland's Spider-Man legacy forward in many ways. So I just want to tell you a little bit about my initial thoughts to the picture and what I really got out of it. So I'm not going to talk about any kind of spoilers or anything. I'm literally going to tell you what I think you need to know going in. I think that's important, and I'll start with that. So, No Way Home is the third in the trilogy of the Tom Holland Spider-Man films. So, Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. At the end of Far From Home, Mysterio, the villain of the picture, framed Spider-Man as the main villain of the London attacks. He then, at the end of that, the video that he created, said that Peter Parker is Spider-Man and outed him to the rest of the world. This film literally is minutes after that revelation. So it's Peter Parker stood there, taking it all in, seeing J. Jonah Jameson revealing this on the big screen, and the people's reaction to that revelation. What happens when someone who's been used to being just a hero and a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man suddenly becomes, everybody knows him and they know him as a kid in a school, and he's wanted for murder and he's public enemy number one. So him and MJ run away. What I think this picture does is really shows you what the impact would be on someone like that, who was just a kid and just outed to the rest of the world. So his school friends want to be his best friend, there's news helicopters, there's this, there's that, and the real impact on the people around Peter Parker as well, all the people like MJ and Ned and all the people that want to get involved with it as well. So there's that side to it. As you can see from the trailers that you'll have no doubt seen, Peter realizes the impact of this revelation on the rest of his family and his friends. So he goes to Doctor Strange. So he asks Doctor Strange to create a spell to make sure that everyone forgets that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. The spell goes wrong. And what happens is it brings in numerous villains from Andrew Garfield's universe. So Electro, we've got Lizard, we've got Green Goblin, we've got Sandman, and Dr. Octopus from Tobey Maguire's universe. So those are from separate universes where Spider-Man obviously was the hero of those stories, and they're the villains that they come through. So it's really the reintroduction to maybe some of the people who might not even seen those films into this universe, and how Peter really reacts to this, and how he wants to help some of them, and how he has to basically navigate his life around this thing that's happened. It's unbelievable. It's such a good film. John Watts did a fantastic job in this film, director. This is the third one, and he really does a fantastic job really framing some of these amazing shots. There's a fantastic one where it's a long shot, where a big wide shot where Spider-Man is swinging between some pylons, and it's just absolutely beautiful. There's one where Peter Parker stood in the rain, and that is just a beautiful shot as well. And I really do think that John Watts has really upped his game with this, and I think he's really upped the scope of this one. It's not just a kid who's part of the Avengers, who's got Tony Stark's suits and he's got the equipment and he's got all the money behind him. This time round, he's very much on his own, and it's incredible. I loved every minute of it. Tom Holland's never been better. He has upped his acting game. You can feel the weight on his shoulders of what's going on, and he can see how much it's affecting his friends and his Aunt May, and you can see it every time. You can see he's really trying to figure out what he's going to do, and he's quite heartbreaking in some occasions because you really feel sorry for him, even though he's got these amazing abilities. But it is just a fantastic film. The villains, some really get a fantastic and real depth and sometimes redemption for especially Jamie Foxx, where I mean he was a caricature in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, where he was blue and he had the teeth that were separated and they went together, and he was a bit of a bumbling fool, and it was just a bit of a, he didn't really seem like Jamie Foxx, but Jamie Foxx really has the opportunity to really stretch himself and to really show his acting chops because he's an incredible actor. Also, Alfred Molina, he has a fantastic scene at the beginning of the film with Spider-Man. It's in the trailers, and you really see the dichotomy of his character as well in a number of occasions. One of the major standouts for me is Willem Dafoe as Norman Osborn, Green Goblin. Absolutely unbelievable how he plays it. 1 minute he's Norman, the next minute he's Green Goblin, and he just flips so quickly, and it's just his eyes and how he does it. He's just a fantastic actor anyway, but you really see it at work. He's not wearing the motorbike helmet as much, so it's good that you can see those changes in his character and stuff. The two characters, I think, the villains that don't really get much play, and probably could have done without really, is Sandman and the Lizard. Lizard wasn't the greatest anyway, even though in the comics he's a really complex and interesting character. Didn't really do a hell of a lot in this one, and probably could have done without it. But at the same token, he needed to be in it as well as everybody else. So, the less you know about this film, the better, in all honesty. Don't go on the internet. I'm saying this on the internet. Don't go on the internet. Don't start looking at other reviews and stuff, because they will start telling you too much and you'll start reading between the lines. You are best going in this absolutely not knowing anything apart from what you see in the trailers, apart from what I've seen today, said today. And I really hope you enjoyed the film. I absolutely loved it. It is the best Spider-Man film I've seen. I've seen them all. I keep saying that, but it is just the best. And before I wrap up, one of the biggest things for me is that you kind of see more of a Spider-Man progressing and moving forward as a character. You're seeing him make these really difficult decisions that he didn't make before in previous films, in the two previous films. Tom Holland really embodies Peter Parker and Spider-Man and does an amazing job with it. He doesn't rely as much on the Avengers, and he's more of a swinging, which is what I love. I love seeing the Spider-Man swinging through New York and this is the beginning of that, I feel. And it's going to be just one hell of an adventure, and the next stages and the next films are going to be just fantastic. One thing I would say as well, that Doctor Strange was really played weird, and they framed him very strange in the trailers. I don't know why. He's really good in this. Benedict Cumberbatch is unbelievable, but he was framed really strange in the trailers. I don't know what they were doing. He didn't seem like Doctor Strange. But he is, and he just does a fantastic job. So I keep saying fantastic. He did an amazing job. But listen, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like this video, you comment, you tell me what you would like to see in the next video. I'm going to be reviewing The Matrix Resurrections next week as well. I'll do a spoiler-free and then a spoiler-filled video as well. So you're going to have a bit more content. I'm starting to edit things better as well. I've got a computer now, so I can start edit videos a bit better as well. I'm starting to incorporate clips from the film itself to make it easier and also more pleasant to watch rather than just seeing my face all the time. So thank you so much for your time today. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.